Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EJG3 show. This is your host, Eddie Gallagher. I am here with Maria Zola. Maria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Maria. Week 4, done. I can't believe it.
Can't believe it. On to week 5, starting tomorrow.
Exactly. Okay, so I want to start with this. So, so we got some little breaking news. Lamar Jackson, he injured his hamstring versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, they lost 37-20. It was a rough game for Lamar and the Ravens. But there is a possibility that he could sit out maybe 2 to 3 games. Maria, they're 1-3. Their defense looks awful. They're all banged. Their defensive players are all banged up. Will this affect the Ravens long term? Will they miss the playoffs? Do you think?
I think there's a great possibility that they could miss the playoffs. I think the heart of that team is Lamar Jackson. So I don't know. I think even the morale and when your quarterback is really good like that and he puts himself out on the line like that, I feel like people want to work harder. And if there's not a leader there, who's their Cooper Rush, right?
Yes, Cooper Rush is their backup.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It could be detrimental.
You
It
know
really
they
could be.
they got Houston. They're really a good defense. Struggling offensively, but they have a really good defense. And then they got the Rams the following week. I mean, you could really start off 1-5.
I know. It reminds me of Joe Burrow and the Bengals last year. How they were really trying to pull to make it to the playoffs and they just didn't cut it.
You're right because their defense. Burrow can get banged up, um,
Yeah.
but this is. I mean, if you really look at their division, obviously Burrow's out. I don't think the Bengals will be that good this year. You got the Browns who are tanking.
They have a good defense.
They do have a good defense. But then you have the Steelers. That's the big question mark. Are they for real?
I want to talk about the Steelers, Eddie, because
We will,
okay,
but
okay.
but but that's the question. Do you believe in the Steelers? Are the Ravens still the best team in the NFC North or the AFC North?
I think it's up in the air right now. I think it's a toss up between I think it could be the Steelers if the Steelers keep playing the way they were playing in Ireland.
Yes, they looked really good. They DK Metcalf. I mean, he balled out versus Minnesota. You know, the defense. They didn't play well the first 2 weeks, but 5 takeaways against New England, couple takeaways versus Minnesota. So we know their defense is really coming along. But Aaron Rodgers, that is the question. You know, yes, they did look good versus the Jets. They looked good versus the Minnesota, but they didn't look good versus New England. So, I mean, look, I give credit where credit's due. They have won these easy games, that games they should have won. But Maria, I don't think they're better than the Ravens. If
I'm gonna have
Lamar,
to disagree with that right now. I will. I think going forward they will be because Lamar is out. He might be out for who knows how long. Hopefully he recovers quickly. But I I really do have a lot of faith in Aaron Rodgers. I think he's a amazing quarterback, still playing at a high level. Um, I'm a Packers fan, so I love Aaron Rodgers. I think when he's on and he's very accurate. And I think this past week how he played was very Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, like absolutely,
Mhm.
I couldn't. Uh, but yeah, no, this is not good for the Ravens because I get it, the schedule lines up, but you start off 1-5. That is not good. That's
That
not
can
good at
go a
all.
lot on your mental too,
Yeah,
going into the
that's a
game thinking
grind.
we're having a losing record so far. We're without our leader. I don't know.
And
Doesn't feel good.
I mean, look, they do have talent on the offense. You still have Hawkins. You still have um, King Henry.
Mhm.
So I think their game plan has to be run the ball,
Run the
run the
ball.
clock, have your defense not be on the field that much. But yeah, no. Look, Lamar is a great player, but if he is out for that period of time, that's not good.
I think Lamar Jackson also has the mentality when he comes back, he's going to come back hot, and maybe he can get that winning back up there.
He's definitely a fiery guy. I mean, you can see it on the sidelines when he makes a
Oh
mistake.
yeah, yeah. Throwing
Um,
the helmet, looking all mad.
yeah, but oh my gosh, I mean, they blew it against the Bills. I mean, which that was tough. I'm a Bills fan, so I was happy. But
Right.
if you're a Ravens or an NFL fan, that is a tough loss. But I just don't know what you do if you go. I mean, it is really up to the Steelers. If Steelers are that good, then they probably do win the division. But if I believe that they're not really good. I think they're just a little overrated. Then I think the Ravens still win that division.
I can see it being a toss up.
Yeah. But I want to go to the other side, the Chiefs. I mean, look, they got Xavier Worthy back. It
Mhm.
looked really good. They put up 37 points the most this year. Frauds are, I mean, look, obviously they're still the best team. They still have the best quarterback.
Yeah,
But
they do.
but I want to give them their respect, their flowers. But are they frauds, or do you think they're back up to being a contender?
See, I think they're a good team. I think Patrick Mahomes is easily the best quarterback. Um, I think he's very confident in the way he plays. I think his team's very confident in him. I think they got a great coach. They got a great structure going on over in Kansas City. However, I don't think it's the same team. I know it's not the same team, and it doesn't have the same energy as it had in the past years. I don't think that deters them from their goal, obviously, another Super Bowl. Um, However, they've played games where I've liked to see them win, and they haven't this year. For example, the Eagles.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely struggle versus the Eagles. Which a lot of teams have, but the Eagles didn't look sharp that game.
My
Uh,
opinion is the Eagles are a fraudulent team. I think they're
really?
fake.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go to the Eagles.
I know people are going to disagree with me and not like what I have to say. I think the Eagles are fraudulent. I do not think the Eagles are as good as that they seem because of their winning streak. They, yes, okay, I will say this. Jalen Hurts is my fantasy quarterback, and he has done me well. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying they have success with whatever game that they're playing. However, I do find it fraudulent. I'm tush push. They overuse it. It's a way to gain points. I do understand that.
Well,
But at the
it's a
same
way to
time,
gain first downs.
yeah, but also the amount of times they've used it in the end zone and scored.
That's true. That's true.
So that's why, Jalen Hurts has gotten me a lot of points. Like he has a lot of rushing touchdowns, but at the same time, yes, I know he can throw accurately, and I think this is why um, AJ is really AJ Brown is just upset.
He is upset. He did a little cryptic message on Instagram. He's done that in the past. Like
Yeah,
reading a book. Sending out tweets, posting
yep.
stuff.
I don't think he's that.
They say it's not a big deal, but I think everyone knows it's a big deal. He's angry. He's a wide receiver. Wide receivers can be divas. Um, but he has this season he has 14 catches for 151 yards and one touchdown on 28 targets. Now, what does that mean? 28 targets. All of them were not accurate. So, you know, is is he getting the ball? No, not really.
Not really.
And
And that here's
I
my
would say
issue with
Devontae
how
Smith
I
is not
think.
really getting the ball either.
Right,
Do you think it's do you think it's a Jalen Hurts issue or an offensive coordinator issue?
offensive coordinator. I
Okay,
do
interesting.
personally.
No, no, no.
Personally, I think Jalen Hurts will do what he has to do to get the wins, and if that means running the ball and, rushing himself. However, it's a team sport. Um Passing yards, I know in the past his passing yards have been low, and then second half of the game, they get increasingly higher and they make it work somehow. I just don't think that they are as good as their record shows. And I think that for the past couple of years.
Close wins versus Dallas. Close win versus the Chiefs. Close win versus the Rams. Black field goal.
Right.
And uh, they were beating Tampa pretty good, but Tampa almost came back.
Hmm.
All they needed was a touchdown, a 2 point conversion. That's a tie ball game. And Tampa Bay was missing a lot of their players.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I look. I don't. I wouldn't call them frauds. I think
I would, Eddie.
maybe the better word is they're still trying to figure it out.
I don't know. I find them fraudulent. I find them fraudulently good. However, the Bills with the 4-0 record, I do think that's a good team. And they're not they're what you see is what you get.
Well, I think Josh Allen is amazing. But as a Bills fan, I am concerned about their secondary and their run defense.
Mm,
I mean, Speller Rattler went up down the field, and I don't know. They haven't faced these great teams yet, besides the Ravens when they were fully healthy.
mhm.
But that's just my biggest concern. I'm not concerned about Josh Allen in the offense.
No, no, no. They know how to get it down the field.
So Josh versus Lamar? Can we just confirm that Josh Allen's better than him? He's the second best quarterback in the league.
Uh
Maria,
Josh
stop,
Allen,
stop. He is.
I'll say this. Lamar Jackson is fast.
Yes,
He is
he's
fast.
he's he's definitely electric when he has the ball.
However, you're right. I don't know. It's a toss up. I think they're equally great players. I look
We're
at
not denying their greatness, but
no, but
no,
it's
but
hard to
Josh
be
Allen
it's
comes
hard
up.
to
Josh
choose.
Allen comes up clutch in the biggest games, and Lamar hasn't.
You're right. I can back you on that. I can back you on that. I'd say they're both very accurate. I'd say Josh Allen, I don't know statistics wise, does he throw more interceptions? I want to say he does, right?
Um, yes, Josh Allen used to throw more interceptions, but
And I'm not like
since
as you know, I'm not
Hold on, but since Joe Brady took over, um, the turnovers has come down.
okay. And I don't want to say interceptions are everything because I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan, and you throw him, who's gonna catch him? We'll see. As long as you're confident and you're making more accurate passes than you are not, and you're winning these
So
games,
so yeah, no. Do you think so? Who's the better 4-0 team? Do you think the Bills are?
Bills, Bills.
Yes, I think the Eagles are probably the better roster, but I'm with you, Maria. I think the Bills because I trust the quarterback more.
I think the Eagles. I wouldn't even say it's a better roster. I think they're a more seasoned roster, a more veteran roster. But the talent over in Buffalo, I'd say they're growing and they're very young.
Oh,
So
okay. I respect that. I respect that. Look, I'm a Bills fan. You know that. I
I
mean,
know that.
yeah, no. That's gonna be a fascinating game. They play. I think they play week 17. Uh,
Do they?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that'll be towards the end of the season. That'll be interesting.
absolutely. Um. Okay, so we got to talk about this. You know, Dallas. Packers tie. Great game. 40-40 ball game. But if I'm a Packers fan, I gotta feel a little disappointed.
See, I am a Packers fan. I don't know if you were. Did
No,
you
no,
know that?
you said it on the show.
Oh, okay. So did you know that beforehand or?
I know you. I know
All
you.
right. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, you know my game. So I'm a Packers fan. I was disappointed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I fell asleep before they even tied. I had so much confidence. I was very, very tired. Otherwise, I'd stay up. I was disappointed to see that the Packers tied with the Cowboys. I think weeks 1 and 2, I looked at the Packers, and don't get me
As
wrong,
like
I
one of the
still do.
best teams in the league. You know, their
Exactly.
defense. They have good wide receivers, good weapons, a good quarterback, and then they faced good competition. They beat Detroit. They dominated Detroit.
And then
Washington made it to the NFC Championship. You guys dominated them, and then you face these inferior opponents like Cleveland and Dallas, and you shouldn't have lost to Baltimore. You know, it's just the inconsistency on the road.
it devastated me that last week's game when they played the Browns. That was devastating. That was a bad game. I hated to see that. There was a lot of games like that I felt that week. But coming into this week when they played the Cowboys, you know, I was just disappointed. First of all, I don't like when games end in ties. I'm like, let's just keep it going.
I hate it. They do it in soccer. They do it in football sometimes.
Just keep it
I
going.
hated
Let's
it.
find a winner. You
Exactly.
know,
That's America. Find a winner.
find a winner. There's a winner, there's a loser. You move on.
Exactly. And I agree with you. I wish they can change it, but the physicalness of football, I get it. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, what's the main issue? What's the main issue you think for the Packers? Is it the defense? Is it the quarterback? Jordan Love? Do you guys trust them? What is it?
See, I don't know. It could be trust. I mean, they have I want to talk about Matthew Golden. I think he's going to be a great weapon on that team, and I think he's really starting to show that. However, I think they just need to find their groove. They had it. They looked like the best team by far. I'd say week 1, even into week 2, and I was feeling super confident. Like these are the Super Bowl winners. Because week 1, you never really know what you're gonna
Anything can
see.
happen in week one.
Exactly. You never really know what you're gonna get. And then as the season goes on, like we're still very early.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely. I
you know,
there's a lot of
they're
football
gonna
left to
figure it
play.
out. They're gonna figure it out. They have Josh Jacobs, a great running back. They
And
you know,
look,
they
and
really rely on their tight ends too. Like Tucker Kraft has made a lot of moves.
yep, absolutely. I mean, look, I mean that division. I get it. Detroit looks amazing right now. The Bears are 2-2. The Vikings are 2-2. But come on, I think the division is between Detroit and the Packers.
I think that division is the best division in the entire NFL.
100%. I 100% agree with you.
Easily. I know the Bears will always be at the bottom, so there's that. However,
Hey, Lavelle, are you listening? Maria just took a shot at you.
who is it?
Lavelle, Jimmy
Oh,
Lavelle.
okay. I didn't know he was a Bears fan.
Yeah, he is a Bears fan.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Well,
go on, go on, go on.
so yeah, there's that. I think the Packers will come up on top. I think they will end up winning that division. What really upset me, I did watch back. Obviously, once I fell asleep, I watched it back. The end of it, just the highlights, and I saw that I was
This,
a little disappointed with Xavier McKinney when George Pickens caught that pass,
yep, yep.
and George Pickens is a great player. Don't
He is a great player. If he can just control his emotions, that will help him a lot because he is an emotional
self
guy.
regulate. Yep. But it disappointed me watching that happen. That he didn't make a tackle. I think if I remember right, maybe he just ran past him. He essentially he beat him and they scored the touchdown. I think that was a game they easily could have won.
Yeah, I agree with you. we're on to week 5. Couple breaking news. Dylan Gabriel is now the starter for the Browns. Uh,
I see that.
Joe Flacco is their number two quarterback. Maria, we knew that they were going to give the rookie a try.
Mhm.
We knew Joe Flacco. His game was it was drained. He was
Yeah.
it looked like he was finished.
He was looking tired, yeah.
Yeah, he was not good. And look, I'm curious what he will do. Look, I'm this whole Shooter Sanders thing. It bothers me. I mean, dude, stop being cocky.
Yeah.
You're the number three quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Right. Be
Stay,
humble. Just be
be
humble.
exactly. Be humble. And look, I mean, will Dylan Gabriel be successful? No, but I'm excited to see what he does.
Right. This is reminding me of the Giants. They just put Jackson Dart in and they got the win.
Yeah, yeah. No, he looked a lot better. He gave that team juice.
Yeah.
You
He
know,
gave him
and
energy, you know? Of
I mean, look, he's gonna make mistakes. He didn't look great
course.
he didn't look great for the Chargers, but that's what a rookie does. I mean, but yeah, no, look, uh, sorry, I'm watching the Yankee game too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's the score?
4-3, top of the ninth inning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, close game.
Yeah, close game.
Um, but yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, look, but Minnesota's a good defense. You know, Brian Flores, he's a
They're
great
not all
defense coordinator.
healthy. They're not healthy. People are
Well,
who was it? I think it was Jordan Addison. Was he on
he just got back from a suspension.
yeah, suspension, yep. I think when the Vikings are all healthy, when they're all playing, I think that's a really great team. I saw it last year. I know JJ McCarthy wasn't didn't play last year, but I'm seeing it again this year. I think they're also a very strong team. I have a lot of respect for almost every team in that division. Great
Yeah,
contenders.
no. If we're looking at the landscape of the NFL, let's just
Mhm.
big picture.
Okay.
I believe the Bills are going to win or be the number one seed. I believe the Eagles will be the number one seed in the NFC. But I do think there's two teams from both sides. I want the Tampa Bay Bucks out of the NFC because I think once they get healthy, Baker's that guy, Maria. Baker is that guy. So I believe in the Bucks. But do I should I be worried about the Chargers? Are they for real? I have
They have
questions about
let
them.
me say this. They have a great roster. However, some things doesn't work. All season they just seem to not have something clicking, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Puka Nakua, but how
No,
much
no,
can
no,
you
no, no. He's on the Rams. He's on the Rams.
Oh, see, I confuse
Yeah,
them.
no,
He's
LA
on the
teams.
Chargers. Lad McConkey?
You let McConkey, yep. Quinn Johnson, wide
Okay.
receiver. I just don't believe in Justin Herbert. There's not
See
enough consistency there.
see, I don't know anything about the Rams and
No,
or the Chargers.
Chargers.
Okay, well, I can't tell them apart, so
Okay, okay. Blue and yellow. That definitely confuses you.
they're both LA, they're both blue and yellow.
Yeah, I totally understandable. People, I still sometimes call them San Diego. I still sometimes,
Yeah. See?
I sometimes still call the Rams St. Louis. It's still confusing.
Right. Once you name one player, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that team." But see, unless yeah, I don't know.
Uh, do you have any questions for me? Busy.
Have you always been a Bills fan?
Yes, I said that earlier in the episode.
Your whole life?
Yes, whole life. I don't change teams.
I respect that. You're loyal.
I am. I am. Uh, is that it?
Yeah.
I'll ask you questions.
All right.
Okay. What is the best game that you've ever been to? Have you ever been to an NFL game? No,
Yes, I
that's
the best game I've ever been to was when the Bills played the Vikings. I think it was in 2022, and that's when it went into overtime and Justin Jefferson caught the ball.
I remember that game. That was a great game. That was a great game. Unfortunately, the Bills lost because Josh Allen fumbled uh,
Yeah.
in his own end zone, and but it went in overtime. But then he threw a pick.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
that game. I'd say that was the best game I've ever
have you
been
ever
to. I
been to
haven't
Lambeau?
been to that many. I
Uh,
haven't been to Lambeau, no.
yeah.
But I was there when the Packers went to Buffalo.
Okay. Okay. Uh, they're so I have season tickets for Buffalo, and
Oh, nice.
yeah. So I can literally see the new stadium. It it's pretty big outside. Outside.
Yeah.
Um, it looks pretty nice. I can't wait to go see it in person, be in the stadium. Because all the features looks nice.
Are
Um,
you gonna feel sad to see the old one go?
no, it was time for a change. It was
Oh,
time for a change. But overall, yeah. Look, hopefully this is a fairy tale. They win a Super Bowl while closing down their old stadium. That would be awesome.
that would be awesome. The same year that their Bill's Hallmark movie comes out.
Oh yes, yes.
Mhm.
I love romantic movies.
Nice.
I do. I love true love. Uh,
Love that.
yeah, no, I'm interested to see that movie just because it's the Bills. It's about
And
I don't
love.
know if it's exactly about the Bills, but it's like the theme
It
Bills,
is. It is. And Christmassy too. So
which which that's coming up. That's coming soon, which I can't believe.
I know.
But anyways, I just want to let you know this was a one. I'm thankful that you came on to the show, and
I'm thankful
you're
you had me.
you're more than welcome to come back and talk ball. Uh, so I appreciate that. Fans of the show, if you're watching this, make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Eddie.